All right, here in round one, let's see here, we got green and white. Yeah, we're going to keep this hand. We don't have our black source for the Nightblade, but we do at least have a turn 3 guide into turn 4 Battle Priest potential. And if we draw a Parapet, we get some nice early defense. If we draw a black source, we get in Nightblade territory. I think Nightblade alongside Battle Priest is quite good, and all building towards this incremental growth at some point, which could also be good. So let's see what we're up against. Sultai. I think that might be good for us. I don't usually consider Sultai as aggressive decks, but there's a lot that you can do in this format. There's a lot of 2-drops, so all right. Parapet is one that I'm fine with seeing. Ooh, Despise is a bit awkward here, but that's all right. All right, no plays, very good. Another white source. Well, we're okay. Once we find a black source, we're in pretty good shape, actually. So we're going to play our Morph guy. Next turn, we're going to get a Battle Priest online, which is good. Hopefully we can find a black source to actually get value out of our Despise. Although, against Sultai, admittedly, it's a little bit less good. Alright, no Morph plays. Very interesting. Ooh, Windswept Heath was not quite the land I was hoping to see. I think I play it and you crack it. I want to deck thin, which will up our chances. Not super significantly, but will up our chances of finding a black source. I guess I have enough green and white, so find our last white source. And no reason to swing, I guess. So we'll just play a Battle Priest and pass. So next turn I can incremental growth, but I would have to pump his Parapet once, which I don't like the idea of. But once we find a black source, we're in good shape. No plays yet from our opponent. Very surprising. Oh, okay. He does have a play. Bellowing Saddle Brute. Taking some damage. Oof. That was an awkward draw. Do have, how many did I count? Was it 7? No, I can't remember. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counting the banner. Yeah, we have 7 sources of. I guess we just outlast and pass, or play a land rather, and then pass. So I could have incremental growth there, put 1 on the Parapet, and 2 on our Morph, 3 on our Battle Priest, swung with our Battle Priest, and that might have been okay. That might have been the correct play, but we'll see. So he's 4 color. I do feel like he's waiting for me to do something here. He's probably going to kill shot my Battle Priest, so I think I just swing with it here. Although he could also Dragon Scale Boon, which should be a problem. I think I just Morph and Outlast again. Although I'm at 13. Let's just Battle Priest again. Next turn I'll incremental growth for full value, I suppose, without the black source helping us here. Alright, well, that was going to happen anyway, so have to unhappily accept. Unfortunately, no blocks for Bellowing Saddle Brute, which is also definitely an issue, but I can't do anything. I don't have any black sources. 2 lifelinkers out too, but I need black to be able to turn them on. Alright, let's see here. Well, not quite a black source, but one of our colors we were looking for. As much as I loathe to say it, I think I have to incremental growth this turn. So we'll do 1 here and 2 here and 3 on our guide. And we'll pass. Can't really be aggressive with the Saddle Brute coming at me. He forgot to use Parapet there, which is definitely good when we're at 9 life. Alright, well, Savage Punch seems fine here. He likely has removal. I don't know why he would be holding back so much. Could have Force Away as well. I'm concerned about using Savage Punch here. I think I'm still just going to wait. I'm okay with a stalemate. I'm happier with a stalemate than I am with... I mean, I guess, yeah, we're taking damage from that, which isn't good, but basically I want to feel safe when I use my Savage Punch, and I certainly don't feel safe right now. Are we getting Villainous Wealth? That's unfortunate. Oh, Necropolis Fiend. Well, to be honest, that's not nearly as dangerous. Still can't find a black resource. I must admit, I am surprised that we haven't found one yet. I think we Savage Punch Sidisi's pet with Necropolis Fiend, and then we swing with the pet. I guess that's the best we got. Because then I can still block his Saddle Brute on defense, and certainly don't mind trading here, since pet is my lesser impressive morph dude. This Despise pretty rapidly got bad, unfortunately. Alright, well, that indicates to me he's got a trick. Guess I just take it. Could kill us with Become Immense, but I want the black source so I can hit him with the Zabzan guide, basically. If it's Become Immense, we'll lose. I'll take it. If it's Awaken the Bear, at least we live. Alright. Not dead yet. Alright, well, I guess we wouldn't have died, but we would have been in rough shape, so we do die now, definitely. But I don't regret not blocking. We were in rough shape there, and we weren't getting a black source for 3 more turns, so I would have, I think I would have died. If I'd blocked, he would have been able to Awaken, trample over for 3, putting me at 6 or something. I was in a bad place. I still couldn't afford to crack back. Obviously, I'm not happy with how that game turned out, but we were off our black source the entire game, so it was gonna be a tough one to win. Does Naturalize do anything? Did he play anything that gives me info? He had an Archer's Parapet. He had a Necropolis Fiend. I don't think so. I think we just try again. Hope to see our black sources this time. We will play first. All right. Well, got all of our resources this time around, so this hand's much better. No need to play the Windswept Heath yet. If we draw a white source, we may want to dig up a second green source. for like incremental growth or something. Yeah, like that. So we'll go pet into long shot squad, which is definitely good. He's probably surprised to see a swamp. Maybe not. Some people don't pay attention to their opponent's mana base. All right. I'm willing to trade my morph for his if it comes down to that. That was a good draw. I think we'll open with the... feel like opening with the long shot squad. I'm okay with this trade. Pet's not... yeah, that's probably an even trade, to be honest. It's probably actually a better trade for me. I want to open with the long shot squad because it's got more power. And if he does have removal, I'd almost rather him remove long shot squad than my Nightblade. I feel like the death touch, especially with the Savage Punch, is going to pay off better for me. I will admit, if this survives, I'm tempted to Outlast. But he does run Smite the Monstrous as well. Oh, he's got his own long shot squad, I see. Well, this is interesting. Oh, I should have played the Windswept Heath. If I'd played the Windswept Heath, I could have Grizzlied plus Savage Punch, which I can't do now. Well, now I think 5 cards in hand. Well, that was a bad play. It was a bad play. Guess I offer the trade. I'm not thrilled about this trade, but I'm kind of hoping he doesn't want to trade either. All right, he didn't want to trade either, so that's actually much better for us. Now I'll drop the Nightblade and pass. So, despite my mistake, I think, post-mistake, made the best we could have made out of that. Huh. So we got 3 mana up. He does not have Smite the Monstrous mana. He could have... we don't have a red source yet, I just realized. I don't know why I thought I had all my resources. So we can Grizzly plus Savage Punch. Plus attack, too, which is pretty good. Let's do Grizzly. He does have a blue source, so we could force away. Let's just play Grizzly. Let's Savage Punch this in the squad. See what he does. Now, I could have done it to our Summoning Sick guy. The reason I didn't is he doesn't have Smite the Monstrous mana up. Not that it would have worked anyway. Looks like he's got Force Away then. Or Feat of Resistance. Or Abzan Charm. So, didn't play around that, and it certainly did not work out well for us. I am unhappy to admit. Did not work out well for us at all. So, we're in pretty rough shape now. I just 2-for-1'd, and we had some pretty big loss there. But do I want to trade my Grizzly for his long shot squad? No, I think I'm going to take this. He seems a bit too eager to want to trade here. It does make his Delve guy cheaper, I think. Well, I admit, Rough Rider looks pretty bad here. Guess we swing for 7, see if he trades. All right, well, unfortunately I'm unable to do anything about that, so I have to begrudgingly accept. I certainly don't like how this game's panning out, but our mana base has back-to-back hurt us pretty bad, so definitely not happy with how my mana base is playing, but I'm not surprised or complaining about it. It seems like what would logically happen with a mana base such as what we have. All right, well, at least there are no more unknowns in his hand. Unfortunately, that makes Despise an awful draw. And, well, that one helps. So I think we go for the defense for now since he's in top deck mode. So if I Outlast, he can attack me with everything and I can't block well. So I think we wait this turn. I can get Rough Rider online next turn, which is good. He might be ready to pop his banner. Guess not. We know he has War Behemoth in his deck, but not sure if we know about too many other dudes. I was hoping he didn't draw his Necropolis Fiend. That wouldn't go over too well for us. Treasure Cruise doesn't go over so well for us either, but I have to begrudgingly accept that draw. All right, so make him lose some life. Draw. Land draw seems uncomfortable, but logical based on where we're at. So I guess I swing with Nightblade since he doesn't really have a good block here. Then we play the Rough Rider and pass. And we still get to Parapet as well, which is nice. All right, did have the Necropolis Fiend. Not the end of the world, but I mean, certainly not great. But we have double Right of the Serpent, so we have some very real outs to it. And we're not in the worst shape right now either. But we're going to have to come up with a good offensive plan here. Since that guy beats well there. That's a pretty good one. All right, so let's drop the Helm Smasher. Let me read all of his abilities. I mean, clearly I'm playing and attacking. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. Has to attack each combat. It's indestructible as long as it's my turn. When it kills something that was damaged by it, gets bigger. That's pretty awesome. All right, well, we're going to be swinging for the fences here. So we'll dig this guy out. We're going to get in with Rough Rider, Nightblade. I feel like we actually make it so the Longshot squad can't block. The reason we do that is I'd rather force him to block with this Necropolis Fiend than force him to block with the Longshot squad. Because the Longshot squad, if I turn the Necropolis Fiend block off, actually blocks blocks very well on our Rough Rider, but I'd be much happier with a Rough Rider trade on a Necropolis Fiend or, say, 2 Morphs than I would be. Oh, he has a spell? That's not good. Well, that's going to be tough. I can't do anything about it. So that was a nice last card for him to have, but I'm unfortunately out of options in terms of doing something about that. At least that he is forced to block. That is, the good news is he's forced to block. He can't just take 10 damage here, so. But yes, that Feat of Resistance is a pretty big blowout. That is pretty big. Opponent has a good deck, and we've had a couple games of mana issues. Again, not complaining about that. That seems wholly logical with being a 4-color deck with the awkward spells that we have, not having a lot of fixing. No complaints on my end. It seems completely natural and reasonable to have issues in that way. Okay, so at least our guy gets a little bit bigger. I guess that's good. We've still got some work to do, however. Our opponent is bashing in for considerable damage here, and we've got to come back at him pretty strong. He also can make our guys smaller. Thankfully, he can't kill anything on board with that ability yet. Oh, well, that's going to be a big issue in terms of winning. Yeah, I think that could be the end of us. Well, I guess we'll see. At least Helm Smasher has haste. But is he just swinging with those two? So if I take 10, if I take, well, the problem is if I chump block, yeah, this is actually very bad. Yeah, that's unfortunate because now he can he can Necropolis Fiend my Helm Smasher. Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, so what are my best options? I think we're dead, sadly. I think it's just one of those things that we're dead. That's unfortunate. Yeah, our opponent's deck seems much, much better than ours. I hate that, but it does happen. I think I actually have to block here, as much as I loathe to say it. Yeah, that Feat of Resistance, I think, was a big nail in the coffin there. Just a big nail. Big nail in that coffin. Yeah, so we don't have enough resources to Rite of the Serpent plus play Zergo Helm Smasher. Zergo Helm Smasher immediately dies to Necropolis Fiend, and we die on Crackback. So I don't see any discernible way to come back into this game. Also, the Savage Punch blowout early on. So it's been an uphill battle, basically, this whole game. Our opponent played very intelligently, had a much better mid to late game plan, had a much better fixing plan. Pretty much everything about our opponent's deck was, in my opinion, very much superior to ours. So kudos to him, but we've got nothing. I've got 8 resources, so I mean I can play the 2 spells, but he just kills my Helm Smasher and then cracks back for lethal in the air, so I'm just dead. I, there's no reason to force him to do it, actually. I guess whatever. Doesn't matter. I'll leave up Kill Shot. That way, theoretically, I could survive with Kill Shot by getting rid of his Necropolis Fiend and then chump blocking his Long Shot squad. All right, well, I guess we bought ourselves 1 turn. All right. It was a rough match. Obviously, I'm disappointed, but I'm hoping our deck can play better in the next couple of rounds, I guess. I don't know what else to say. All right, I'll see you in round 2.